Hello. Hush here. Here is me continuing the room. We completed a chapter and we ended on this lovely screen here, where this box opened up into another box, a slightly smaller box, and still trying to get at what's in the center. Now we've had a lot of notes explaining how this person who is doing some sort of alchemy and found out the existence of the null element, which is kind of like an antimatter substance. I think they likened it to a shadow of something that has no substance and no form, but it's like there still. There is the circle who this person AS doesn't like. And yeah, that pretty much seems to be it about now. I don't know our relationship to the alchemist here. It kind of seems like we had known each other beforehand, and they deemed us hopefully smart enough to take on, I guess, whatever they were researching, or however this ends up turning out. That part I'm not quite clear on. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump right into it. Hopefully my voice comes out nice and clear. I messed around with some settings in between the last video and this video because I realized that there was a bunch of background noise with my fish tank and air conditioner. So if my voice sounds like wonky at all or it gets cut off, that is the reason, and I will keep trying to improve voice quality over the series between videos. So I might sound different from video to video for a while until I find some settings that work for me and when I figure out how to tweak it just right. But with further ado, let's jump into it and continue to the next chapter. Now, so far, it is pleased with our progress, and we have yet to prove ourselves. It doesn't feel like it's confident in us. Alright, so now we have this little sort of table-looking box. This one has a lot of different sides, and I remember playing this one, my first playthrough, that I'm going to need to get a lot of these open, and a power source is going to go here and light up all of these little sort of gym slot looking areas. As well as there's this earth here that has several different missing puzzle pieces in different shapes. Don't know how to attack this box. Ideally, like I don't know the exact first step for this, but we're gonna go over to our handy dandy thing. So it looks like there's a fingerprint on the bottom, nothing on the top. So that's like the only one. Oop, didn't mean to zoom in on that. There is also the hourglass area that is there because it has a little bit of one of those rainbow matte holographic shimmers. But I think I'm gonna start with the thumbprint. So there's a thumb. Ooh, closed my window by accident. I'm gonna come on here. You can tell that this is uneven. Made a switch. a box and a letter. Box with some kind of puzzle on top. And the letter. June 15th. My research into the null element continues at pace. Given the nature of its origin, I am interestingly convinced that it is somehow tied to my very soul. Its properties are becoming clear. It derives a colossal energy from somewhere. I have yet fashioned a device through which to channel and focus it, but I am fearful for further experimentation. I lack the understanding to control it. Which is the case that it's within. Looks like the symbol that we've been seeing that he uses for the null element itself. So 4 out of 7. So that is more background noise. Background noise. There's more background notes on what is happening. Thing inside of here that I need to worry about, so back off of that for a moment. Right. So that, let's go ahead and look at this box. So there's nothing on the out edges. Just a part in the middle that turns, and then I think I just need to get this to here. So I'm just gonna bring this here. This one first. I need to get it on that line. Yeah, the short line. So see this way. Maybe I took a wrong turn. Oh wait, no. Here we go. I'm silly. There we go. I just woke up from a nap, so my brain is a little foggy. If I feel like I'm not catching stuff right away, I'm sorry. Alright, an ordinary key. I think that's everything from this box, so... An ordinary key, so let's just find... else. Oh, here it is. Yes. Turn. Open. Oh, okay. It's another one of these. So that's 5. Okay, so 5 is the limit. 3. Okay, so 5. 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4, not 3. I can't count. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. We got another little eyeglass piece here and a square peg. Just need some kind of paper. We do have this. Now this is Rev 605. I don't remember if 605 comes into play at all, but this picture of this building is a piece of paper. So I can do that. Let's see. Seems to be a square peg piece. If I remember correctly. Was it? There was a square peg piece. Is this it? No. We haven't unlocked it yet. Oh wait, is this it? This is the one that... There's one of them that opened where these pieces like folds into a star. I think that's it though. Maybe we just haven't unlocked it yet. So, let's go ahead and look at this picture. Picture there. Here. Nothing seems to be a cool thing. Let's look with our spyglass. Ooh. Comes alive. Inside this box. Sigil. Or for those that play D&D, sigil. Which I added to one of my D&D games, by the way. A lot of great fun there. Alright, so now that I got sigil, I don't have the thing unlocked yet that goes towards. So I think right now I just need to uncover other pieces. I know there's one piece. Things around here. Some buttons. Don't think I've unlocked these buttons yet. Let's see, let's just click kind of missing wheel here. Yep. That'll pull out something. Regularly shaped. Nope. That's where the thing goes in. Got a key. Oh, here, let's try, this puzzle, because we haven't done this yet. Wait, I need to do this, so... A square hole. What's this? Aha! Okay. That took me a little bit longer than I like. Oh well, so we know that this is already... sigil. A bright blue crystal emanating strange light and another note. Alright, July 29th. A new discovery has shaken me to my core. To investigate the refractive properties of the null element, I fashioned a lens from it. To wear one is troubling and exhausting in equal measure. I am shown visions that are beyond my comprehension. The visions turn darker the deeper into the earth I go. I have relocated my study to the North Tower. I can no longer visit the wine cellar. Five of 7. Okay, so this null element kind of makes you go a little bit crazy. So there's nothing else in there. Oh, so that's another done. I know that this goes around here somewhere. here. Yeah. Slide that in place. Somehow lights up. It's the beam. Top. This little flywheel. Weighted flywheel. Not weighted. Yeah, no other things shown up. Okay, so this is a weighted flywheel. At least two places that I know that there's holes. Goes here because it matches this. So I didn't spin that around. So this makes it middle. Some sort of device for reflecting light. Button with a piece of cement. Thing in there. Let's do the map piece real quick. This is Pacific Ocean. And I get a brass winding handle with a square. I can interact with this in and of itself. Put it in here. These up, unlocking. Two different buttons. I do that. I'm going to do the handle. See if I can go ahead and do this. I just have to remember where the square pin was. I think it's this. This is another holographic thing, so I need this. Ah, another perspective. Out there? Yep. There we go. And it transforms into giving me a box. An intricate wooden box, which I can click on. Okay. That, which unlocks the edges. Have that star place. Oh, where was it? It was on this side, wasn't it? So many sides, I'm getting confused. Oh, here it is. It was the top banner. I was looking at the bottom. Okay, so there's a grid there. Doesn't look like I have anything. Doesn't look like it's pointed to really anything yet. I think that's where this comes in. So I need to press a button. Alright, got a brass key. Alright, so I did that one. Now I gotta do the other one. Got a star piece of Tibet. Alright, so that should have that all done. So we know that the key will go here, but let's go ahead and put in our star piece of Tibet. There's another one unlocked. I don't think it unlocks anything else in the box yet. Okay, so okay, good. It gave me an outline, so I can work with this. Don't think I'll... Okay, so I think that's those three. Go. Another reflecting device. Should just be able to plop right on this side. Okay, so the inside of this is a little bit of a shiny. These, which are reflecting stuff. So if I do this, I can see the beam. 2 spots here. So the does do it up here to the top, so I can't. There we go. It's interesting that you can't see the beam with inside this box, but whenever it's coming up out of the... Ah, there's our stars that we needed. Our telescope. South America. But, like, you can see the beam clearly here and here, but, like, it disappears for the puzzle on that side. It's kind of strange. Okay, so now that I have the stars, I know that this is in a cross shape. I don't think it shows me anything different with the lens. Yeah. So that takes us to here. So I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then those 2. Square piece and another letter. August 9th. The circle were right all along. How can I have been so blind? I have discovered a passage in their Scriptus Nocti, an incantation lacking the energy source to drive it. Well, I have such a source. This night I summon Astaroth, whom the Babylonians called Ishtar, prince of accusers and inquisitors. And he who can discover all secrets. Once correctly bound, all knowledge of the null element can be mine. I can barely contain myself. There is so much to prepare. So you can tell that he's kind of like losing his mind through all of this, because I don't think I would be so what's the word? Gung-ho to like summon a prince of accusers and inquisitors, and like try and bound like apparently this sort of deity to, you know, that's just me. I feel like that's a little presumptuous of me as a mere mortal, but you know. Okay, so we did that. We did that. So I think we just have these pieces to put on here now. So we got that one. This opens these 4 locks. I get a thing that I can pull here, which then unlocks the table. Can I just say, like... Oh, chapter complete. Awesome. Can I just say that the animations for switching between, like, one box to the next box on this are very good. Like, you can kind of follow, like, how the mechanics of, like, where stuff was sort of hiding and everything, and, like, when it expands, like, when the table expanded, it, like, it kind of worked in making it bigger. Anyway, so that was that chapter. We still haven't proved ourselves yet, apparently. So we have yet another puzzle to do. Which I will go ahead and load up here. Alright, so now we're not dealing with literally the bottom of the table anymore. So it looks like we have 4 corners of stuff. We have 4 sides as well. And starting with went through a puzzle that's kind of like this, so maybe I can small socket there. Oh wait, let's look with our eyeglass because that's going to be very helpful. So there's different points here that we'll be able to rotate this at some point. There's nothing really along the edge of the table itself. Spin this yet because it's a circular indentation. Hexagon here, that'll be something. So, I'm just gonna do this. And, our last note. August 15th. Something is wrong. I followed the incantation to the very letter. Astaroth did not appear. There are no answers to be had, only more questions. More questions. Sorry, I added that in. The visions have increased. They gather to me, and I cannot stay in one place for long. I try to monitor them, but the lens hurts my eyes. I have mixed a solution for the pain. For those that follow and find this journal, I lack the power to describe this. There is no concept within the human sphere with which to explain it. The house is so much larger now. There are rooms everywhere. Okay, so now we're kind of getting to the namesake of this, the room, which kind of makes it seem like there's only one room, but like he's seeing many different rooms. But I suppose, like, if you're doing these puzzles and stuff, like, the room is going to be considered, like, the puzzle that you're working on, the room that you're currently in. Unless, like, I'm just thinking about, like, if it's a weird dimensional thing where you're technically in one room all the time, but the outside of it, like, changes over and over again, so you never actually, like, leave the room. That would be kind of a neat concept. I don't know if that's what they're really going for. Or if it is several different rooms, because that would be cool too. Alright, let's see. We know this goes here, so I'll keep turning this until it is sideways. Alright. up. I want to look at this first because I believe this is one of those holographic panel things. Oh, not yet. Okay. I'm pretty sure it turns into one here in a moment. Alright. Non es ad astra mulus e terres vi. I don't know exactly. Something about the stars and maybe the world? I'm actually going to look that up because I'm kind of curious as to what that means. Non es ad astra mulus terres vi. Terres vi. Oh, apparently this is a quote by someone named Seneca. And it's actually missing a letter. There's supposed to be an A here, so V, Non es ad astra mulus e terres via. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. It's a philosophy, philosopher. The olden days. I know this is a little just detracting from like the game and stuff, but like really like knowing little tidbits and facts. So Seneca is a major philosophical figure of the Roman imperial period. As a Stoic philosopher writing in Latin, Seneca makes a last contribution to Stoicism and occupies a central place in the literature on Stoicism at the time, and shapes the understanding of Stoic thought that later generations were to have. Interesting. I'll have to look into that a little bit more at a different point, but that's pretty apt in what we're sort of dealing with. So we'll press this button, turn to a different star. So we have the sword. And now you can see we have this holographic here. Now there is a sword here. There's another puzzle. So we can... It's going to be something like that. There it goes. Aha! Now we have this dagger / sword. It's going to go in the center. Let's open up some planets. And another button mechanic. Click on some of these. It'll tell me if I'm right or wrong. So here we have the Sun, Mercury, Venus. We have Earth and the Moon. We have Mars here with its little moons. Alright. Let's see. Oh, wait. So there's something else that we need to do first. Oh. Aha. Alright. It sort of seems like it's a step. Please get off that. Okay. Correct. Alright, there goes our sun and solar system. We have moved it, and we are on to the eye. There. Puzzle here, now that we have the planets floating around in space. So I have our next star. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know how to stop them turning. Maybe it's... I only stop them after I do the... There it is. Too far down the first time. Okay, so this is gonna stop... Okay, good. It stops them. So that I can line them all up properly. There we go. Now we got it. Got the large golden amulet that goes here. Alright. There goes the planets, because I guess we don't need them anymore. Here's the fun part, where we get to line up all of these different... Okay, so... Doesn't seem like there's anything to do. I think it's just literally gonna be... on this. Click on this. Thank you. This tower back and forth. If I remember correctly, this is going to give us the next thing. So it's like 2... If I remember correctly, it's like the same pattern. So it's like 2, 1, 2, 1. So I'm going to actually try that without... 2, 1, 2, 1. Without finishing the tower. Aha! Now we have the null element, because this is the case, the picture. So it looks like it's a... Let's see if it turns around. It's a green kind of gem. It's a shield case around it. And these runes on each one, maybe containing it in some way. As the symbol that we've been seeing. Just keeps going, spins around. Alright. Let's see what our next one is. Looks like that's part of the null element. Okay, so now we have to... Ah, okay, so when I click on this, it's actually going to bring me into this space. which is interesting. The sounds have changed. I'm outside. There's fireflies. Alright. So we have this. So these all three can move. Bottom one can't. So here's where I need to line all of these runes. So we have crossed over into a different dimension at this point. Through that door, I guess. On the table. Let's place our null element, which is going to, I guess, power whatever this is. And we get a door. Chapter complete. Apparently us crossing dimensions and stuff is not conducive to proving ourselves yet. There's so much layers that we have to apparently get through. So I'm just gonna kind of load this up here so we can kind of see this. Little cutscene, and now we are in yet another dimension. Another box. Where on Earth am I? Probably not on Earth anymore. I would assume, because I don't know of any place that has a platform out in the middle of black space and with gears. It almost feels like we're now inside of like one of these boxes ourselves. Is what this vibe gives me. So there's some notes here, there's some scribbles, there's this nice box, there's a table with a bunch of little knickknacks to uncover. But I am going to end this video here, and next video I will explore this space and see what things we can uncover from our alchemist friend. So, if you liked the video, want to see more, subscribe, like, all of that stuff, just so that you get notifications and updated for whenever I release it, since these are not going to come out one immediately after the other, although I am sort of recording them one after the other. And I know these are kind of on the longer side, and I'm not doing any editing or anything like that. Like, I'm literally just gonna be boom, 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 uploading, and internet, do with it what they may. So, trying to keep it as easy and real as possible. But yeah, so if you like it so far, this is the room. We are several chapters in. And I hope to see you back in the next video, so we can figure out what the heck is going on. Later!